Alright guys, I made a Season 9 guide for Odin, but the build portion's out of date, so I'm doing an updated build portion for Odin. I enjoy playing Odin, so let's get into it. Alright guys, feel free to change up the build, but this is what we're going for. Bluestone. At like level 5, you could clear lane with Bluestone. It makes all his abilities very powerful and very easy to clear lane. Next, I like Blackthorn Hammer. It's a really good starter item, and also when you're lower mana, you get plus 50 MP5 paired with blue buff if you're on the solo lane. You get a ridiculous amount of mana, and you're almost never running out of mana with Blackthorn Hammer. And while you're over 25% mana, you gain a 10% cooldown reduction, which is insane. It's very good, really good item, especially with Runeforged Hammer and the shield tree getting hit with some pretty significant nerfs in this new update. Now, the next thing I like to do is Breastplate, giving you even more mana and 20% cooldown reduction. And it slaps. It's a really good item. You could upgrade this. I wouldn't do it immediately, but like later in the game. Into Breastplate of Determination. I really like that one. Next item I like to do is Void Shield. Void Shield gives you 150 health, 35 physical protections, and 20 physical power, which isn't great. This is a okay stats wise, but the passive is really strong. Enemy gods within a 55 units have their physical protections reduced by 15%. So without even building any more damage, you're already hitting harder. And you're getting defense out of it. Next, I like to do Mystical Mail. Even if you're not dealing damage, Mystical Mail pulsates damage. As you can see, there's a red thing pulsating around me. That is damaging my enemies. And it scales with your level. And it gives you 200 health, 35 physical protections, and 20% cooldown, or not cooldown, excuse me, crowd control reductions. Next, Magi's Cloak is a very good option. Very good option indeed. Anytime you get hit with any crowd control, for example, a Ymir Freeze, because I've noticed Ymir is very popular now, it eats it for you and you don't have to use Puries. Next, Mantle of Discord is a good option. If you don't want to build one of these items, you could substitute it in there. Mantle of Discord gives you 10% more cooldown reduction, and with Blackthorn Hammer giving you that extra 10%, you'll be capping out at 40% cooldown reductions, and you'll be maxed out at cooldowns. And it gives you a bunch of protections, and when you get low enough HP, it triggers a AoE stun that stuns the enemies for 1 second, which is really good in clutch situations where you're about to die. Now, if you want to deal that extra damage instead of Magi's Cloak and you're like winning super hard and you just want to troll, you could get Crushers. Now, I like to basic attack with my characters, and Crushers gives you 10% attack speed, 40 physical power, and 15 physical penetration, which is huge. It gives you a ton of physical penetration on top of having Void Shield, which lowers their physical defenses by 15%. Having these two items, it's really strong. If you wanted to upgrade your Bluestone, the Bluestone Brooch is a really good option, and Corrupted Bluestone is also a very good option. It's whatever you pick. I prefer Corrupted Bluestone because it increases attack speed and it stacks. But also other really good defense items for a character like Odin is Talisman of Energy, giving you a bunch of HP and some magical protections. Oni Hunter's Garb is a really good item for magical protections. A physical, you could go Shifters, but it kind of got slapped hard with a nerf. Midgardian Mail. Emperor's Armor is ridiculous now because towers hit so much harder, and you increase your tower's attack speed by 30%. So that's really good. Alright guys, moving on to Relics, we have Teleport Glyph. Or now, because Smite changes names of relics and items every other update, is Teleport Fragment. Teleport Fragment can be upgraded into Heroic Teleport, which allows you to teleport to wards instead of just towers, or phoenixes or whatever. It's really nice being able to get back to your lane if you die, and or show up on other people's lane and gank. It's really nice being able to just show up, and it's fun. You always could get Blink. Blink's always a good item. Corrupted Blink rune is what I like going for. Others like Scorched Blink because it leaves a trail of fire that hurts people. I feel like the Corrupted Blink rune is better because it lowers enemies' attack speed and movement speed 15% for 2.5 seconds. And for the most time, I'm using this to get in on my enemies. I'm not using it to run away. I have a jump if I want to get away. Use Blink to close enemies off or get to enemies. Now, I really like getting Shield of Thorns. Pretty good relic. I almost called it an item. Horrific Emblem, also good. And who can forget Shell? Shell's good. Puries. Most of these relics are very situational, so whatever you feel comfortable with, get it anyway. If you guys like this type of content, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.